Joining me right now is Applico CEO Alex Moazed. Alex, what do you think is driving markets right now? Interesting to see this market quiet down this morning ahead of what could be some important earnings news as well as the debate tomorrow night.
Yeah, lots of earnings news. Maria, I still can't get over what happened to Netflix yesterday evening with missing subscriber additions by over 1 million subs. I am definitely a Netflix bear as I look out at the competitive landscape and what they have ahead for them.
Why are you so bearish?
Because Netflix isn't a platform. They don't have this supply side network effect. They don't have all these millions of content creators like YouTube does. That's why you see in the span of less than a year, they have over 6 competitors from just a few small companies like Apple and Amazon and Disney, Comcast, AT&T, Time Warner. Disney in 9 months had over 60 million subscribers. These are really material competitors that these dominant network effect, monopoly-driven tech monopolies, they have such more defensibility than what, say, Netflix has in its field.
Let me ask you about Google. One of the bigger stories this morning within this space, the Department of Justice suing Google, saying that it is illegally preserving its monopoly on internet searches. Google's relationship with Apple at the heart of the lawsuit as well, with 2 companies accused of working together to bolster each other's businesses. Look, Google right now has 90% market share of search. That's really the crux of this charge from the government. Do you believe that Google will have to make changes?
I'm pretty disappointed in Barr and the DOJ. They could have gone so much further with this suit. They're basically 3 or 4 years behind what the EU did. The EU did this 3 years ago. Google settled for a few $1 billion. They launched an auction system to let other competitors, search engines like DuckDuckGo, bid on search engine slots. It's a known issue. Frankly, Google stock should go up because this is so far away from what the real issue is with Google's hold here.
Yeah, I mean, Google is responding to this, and they write this. Today's lawsuit by the Department of Justice is deeply flawed. People use Google because they choose to, not because they're forced to or because they can't find alternatives. This lawsuit would do nothing to help consumers. To the contrary, it would artificially prop up lower quality search alternatives, raise phone prices, and make it harder for people to get to the search services they want to use. Alex, what's your reaction here? Because, as I mentioned, Google has 90% of the market in search. Is it because there isn't another alternative good enough? I mean, why is it that this company has such a hold on search?
The Google general counsel, they're high-fiving each other right now. They fought this lawsuit 3 years ago. They know how to fight it better this time around with the U.S. The real problem with Google is that they vertically integrate and compete against their suppliers like Yelp, like TripAdvisor, like Expedia, like Booking.com. The list goes on and on and on. And they squeeze their other website providers. They charge them rent in the form of ads to stay relevant. And if you don't pay the gatekeeper, then you lose. That's the real problem with these platform monopolies is they take advantage of their suppliers rather than the consumer. And for some reason, the DOJ is always fixated on the consumer, the consumer, the consumer.
All right, Alex, we'll be watching. It's a developing story for sure. We'll see you soon. Thanks very much for your insights this morning. Alex Moazed joining us there.